Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another installment of the vlog. I hope you liked the first one I did with the voiceover. Today's a nicer day.
God, this is my hair when I don't put any product.
Still cold, chilly, but a sunny day is always appreciated, especially when it's fall. You get to see a lot more detail rather than the gloomy days. This one's a little bit longer. I don't know. I feel like these videos may serve as a way to talk more of my thoughts out. Hopefully you agree and you enjoy my yapping around. Yeah, today is one of those days where I enjoy going out for a ride. Same spot. I feel like I'm a creature of routine. It's been like that for the longest, honestly. It's like that with food, it's like that with clothing, shoes. If I like something, I usually wear it until I'm tired of it, or eat it until I'm tired of it. My poison now is iced vanilla latte, as you can see, and my camera. I have changed too many cameras in the last 4 or 5 years, and I started with a Fujifilm X100V, and now I'm back with a Fujifilm X106 version. That goes to show the cycle of things, going back to where you start. Here I try to match my colors: brown, khaki, and green. I love this Patagonia vest, by the way. It does keep you a little warm, although I do need something a little bit more.
How's it going, guys?
What do you call rainproof, windproof, something that's not going to dampen up when I'm out in the elements. It's kind of cool with this camera, the Osmo Nano, how you could just, rig it up in your chest and then have the vision module rigged up in a handlebar. It's pretty nice. Sometimes I think about how lucky I am to be able to do the things that I do, to have the opportunities that I do, to be able to purchase some of these things. Especially when I was a kid, I owning this stuff it was far-fetched. If I were to go back in time to a younger self and show them these things, they'll be, how is that possible? It's a little bit of feeding my inner child of the things that I wish I had when I was younger. Now I do. And the topic of photography has been a very primordial part of my life for the last 13, 14 years. I think I started doing photography in 2012, and my first camera out of all of them was the iPhone 4S, which that seems like a lifetime ago, although it kind of is a lifetime ago. So many things have changed in my life. I'm a dad now, and I'm a totally different person. There's some nice B-roll there. The ducks were paid actors, by the way. One of the funny things about the Lake Michigan is. When I first came to the United States, I didn't even think it was possible for bodies of fresh water to be this gigantic. So I immediately thought it was an ocean, although I think it should be considered. But the beauty sometimes about riding a bike is just being quiet and just enjoying the view, enjoying the elements, letting the wind hit your face. I don't know. I've become a sucker for enjoying the small things in life, or what I like to call the mundane. People think I'm weird because I'm always taking pictures. There's so many pictures that I've taken that sometimes I go back and just look at them and I could recall a memory just by looking at the photo, which is pretty crazy.
The weirdest thing just happened. You know how, like, if the mic is connected, you're not supposed to see any like footage on the camera? Well, for some reason, it was showing when I first started and the mic was connected, but now it's not. So I don't know what the hell is going on with the firmware or the hardware itself.
Now, making these videos will serve the same purpose as photos, I think. They serve as a time capsule, not just for me, but for my children to look back at the stuff that I did when I was 31. Hopefully, I'll be doing cooler stuff in 10 years, 20 years. Hopefully, I've visited different parts of the world that I've dreamed of going before. I think that's the beauty of life, is to be able to experience things. Experiencing experiences. Getting a little poetic here. I'm not supposed to be riding here. Just gotta be careful, I guess. This is the pedestrian path on the right next to the tree. That's where the bike rides are. Where the bike path is. Here I'm on my way to, again, North Beach Avenue. This was the day before the Chicago Marathon, and I had not come to the realization that it was, because I kept seeing a lot of people running, and I'm just thinking, why are so many people running today? Sometimes I'm pretty surprised how good the quality is out of this little camera. Chris Meets Chris made a really good point where he said the footage coming out of these little cameras doesn't make the camera so little anymore. And I wholeheartedly agree with that notion. Especially for a camera that's sub $400. It is pretty crazy. Thank God for DJI. I think you could get the best views out of the city in this part. It is very nice, this little harbor thing. I don't know the name, but you get the idea. my camera fell again for the second time. And the funniest part is that it usually happens by a body of water.
Second time.
This was such a cool little surprise here. This little, I think it's a retriever. He was enjoying the water just like we all do, and all the bystanders, or the, how do you call, the pedestrians, just kept taking pictures of the dog, which was pretty nice. Like always, a good boy. He was trying to chase the little fish that are in this little inlet. Carry on. I usually have to do the whole circuit to
I always get scared doing this.
get the full 12 miles from Montrose Beach to, I would say, a little bit over North Avenue Beach. It's a nice little bike trail.
Let's do a little fit check. I was wearing my hat off today because I wanted to feel some air in my hair with no product and stuff, so just looking all crazy. It's already fall, so you gotta wear long sleeves. I haven't worn these shirts since last year. These are Lacoste polos. I got my Patagonia Finance Bro vest. I got some brown Levi's that I haven't worn in 2 years almost, when I was a little bit fatter. I'm wearing my Nike Cities. I have them rolled up so the chain doesn't fucking get stuck again with it. Like yesterday, I almost got into a crash and I got the camera.
These guys had the entire pier to stop, and they're going to stop right next to me. Kind of killed the motion. So I decided to just carry on and move elsewhere. It's always a little bit scary to ride around this area because there's a lot of sand, and sand and bikes don't go together. There's not a lot of people around this time laying down on the concrete here in this area, so I just decided, why not just ride my bike through this and get a nice little view for the B-roll. The water reflection definitely gives it a nice little effect. What do you guys think? I feel like I'm just trying new things out with these videos, although it does make the editing a lot longer, since now I have to add two extra parts, the photos, the extra sound, and the voiceover. Hence why the videos are taking a little bit longer to come out. That's why I'm making them a little bit longer
Okay, let's go
too.
by the.
If you care to listen to the stuff I have to say, obviously. I was not going to bike up here since I have a single speed
Fuck it.
bike. It makes the pedaling a lot
See
harder.
what my thunder thighs are made of.
But in doubt, always do maximum effort.
Let's go.
Your thighs will definitely thank you. Something I love about Chicago is how many little vantage points there are to take pictures. Like these type of bridges going over Lakeshore Drive. Something also very wonderful about the city is the amount of parks and green spaces here. It is outrageous. I often compare Chicago to a lot of cities in a very biased way. Specifically because, I don't know, I think it's the most beautiful place I've been to compared to San Diego and New York. City-wise, obviously. It's become almost unbearable now, especially rent prices surging. A lot of people from outside of the state are moving here, and it's just making everything a lot more expensive for the citizens. So a lot of people are leaving, which is not nice. I remember when I was a kid growing up here, things used to be a lot cheaper. Things were a lot more free. You had a lot more free things to do. So yeah, now to go out, it's a fresh 50. I've gone out to eat by myself, and I thought, it's by myself, so it shouldn't be too much. I go get some tacos and a drink, and then with the gratuity, it comes out to be $50 plus, which shouldn't be like that, you know. Wages are not going up, so I don't know. I feel like third spaces being taken away also has diminished the ability for people to enjoy being outside. I don't know. I feel like Chicagoans, we are very proud of our city. So just to always hear negativity from other folks and even our politicians, it's always not a very fun thing to hear. We are very protective of our city. I hope you enjoyed the ride, the pictures, and yeah, hope you have a good day.